Yo, hello everyone, Daniel here with the Peasants YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in today, I appreciate you. Today we are going to be taking a close-up look and reviewing this rear view camera setup right here. I'm going to refer to this as a rear view camera setup. I'm going to leave links for you in the description below so you can check this out on your end. Now, the reason why I'm referring to it as a rear view camera setup is because this is not for security purposes and or streaming purposes. What this is this is a display and this is a camera. We plug it in via 3.5mm jack, in which I'll show you here shortly, and then it sends a live feed from whatever this camera is picking up on over to this display. Setting up will vary from bike to bike. I'm going to put this one on my 8,000 watt Enduro that I have coming in. I also use this on the EB5 that I have as well, and it worked out well. I'll switch over to another clip here and show you all how I went about setting it up on the EB5, so bear with me for that. What I want to do is I want to show you all these units up close, and then we can go ahead and take a look at setting them up, check out the performance, and I can conclude the video with some opinions. So this is the back of the screen right here, and this is the front of the screen. Mine's a bit nicked up right here, which I'm not too mad about at all, because when the display's on it kind of shows over that, so I'm not really, that doesn't interfere essentially with my ability to read my screen upon writing. And this is the thickness of it here. That's the screen right there. This is a unit up close, and this is the side of it. This is where we charge through. I charge it for about maybe 4 to 6 hours, and it gives me about, maybe consecutively using it at about maybe 80-100% brightness, I could probably get a solid 3 to 4 hours. Let's say if I'm more conservative and have the brightness at about 50 or 40, then I could probably get like 6 to 8 hours out of it. It really just depends on how I am using this, and that's where we plug in the camera too. And if I'm correct, this is going to be the on button. This is going to be the settings adjustments right here, where it allows us to flip through like brightness, contrast, and then this right here, we are going to actually take a look at that together. I'm not too sure what that was. And right here, this is the camera itself. Now, one thing that I want to say is when I got this delivered, the Amazon lady, or the girl who delivered it rather, when I saw her deliver it, she was abusive, meaning she threw the package from a distance and the package hit the cement. I thought I was going to have issues with it, and as you can see, I actually nicked it up quite a few times here. I even one time hit this front camera part rather hard, and so hard where this whole top part popped off and was hanging on just by the wires. I went ahead and I popped it back in, and it's been working ever since. So this thing right here can definitely take a beating. Let me say it like this: for me at least, this isn't something that is easily breakable, as I have essentially abused it on my end by accident, and this thing is still standing here. How we mount this on is we can go like this. This comes up, and then you would simply mount this onto whatever you're needing to mount it onto. That's how I go about that right there. And then to close it, like so, screw it in, tighten shut, you're ready to go. Adjusting right here is simple, easy, so that way you can get the appropriate angles. You would loosen this right here. I'm pretty sure we all know how to use these. Loosen this up, and then you can point this in any direction, however you need. You can fix it if it's upside down. You get the idea there. And then plugging it in as well right here is going to be simple. So I've never seen a camera with an output of a 3.5 jack, so that was rather interesting. But it is literally plug and play. You don't have to download any software or anything like that. And to turn it on, you would simply press this top button right here. So allow me to show you all. I'm going to stream my light to you all so you can see turning it on is like so. And again, it'll stream anything that the camera is pointing at. I'm going to show you all a live demonstration on what this looks like on my EB5. I would highly recommend picking one of these up. If you have mirrors, that's great, but having one of these is always that extra incentive, and for me, this gives me a lot more comfortability when riding on the road. If I ever see someone pulling up behind me or coming way too hot, then I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull over and let them do their thing. This thing gives me really crucial and valuable information upon riding. I highly recommend every bike rider check one of these out, or everyone who's on the road and who's not in a car, recommend checking one of these out. the information that I'm getting is invaluable. So I would recommend definitely checking these out at the very least if you haven't seen these or heard about these. So this simply would just mount to my EB5 and it just gives me a live feed of everything that's going on behind me. It is wide as well, so I get a view of almost the entire road essentially, and again we will see that here in a video shortly. So for that, that's how that goes there. And the screen here, if we go to this middle button right here, we have brightness settings, and then you could adjust it with these two. We have contrast as well, so you can really kind of tune it a bit more. You have saturation, so you can really tune your picture to the way that your eyes see things there. And this last button right here activates the night vision. So for those who are going to be doing night riding, you can still utilize this setup right here at nighttime as well by simply activating the night vision there. And you can see how fast the signal connects, and then that's activating the night vision. Turning it off, hold it down for a few seconds, turns the display off. Let's switch on over to a different frame here so I can show you all how I go about setting this up on my EB5. The same rule of thumb, the same approach could apply to pretty much any bike that we're going to be using on our end. So with that being said, let's dive straight into that. Here is my Swagtron EB5 handlebars. Right here is the mount for the back of the display. Here I have some other accessories. Just so we know what we're looking at, we're going to be looking in this area. Let me see if I can focus in on that area over here. I'm going to take the display and I'm going to do it with the open side facing down. You'll be able to see that. So it's going to be the 3.5 jack on the bottom. And I'm just simply going to slide it in like so, and you hear a click there, and you can go ahead and adjust it to your liking and then tighten it into place, and you're good to go from there. Sturdy, tight. From here we can mount the camera onto our bike, and this is going to vary from bike to bike depending on your setup. So I have my camera mounted to the back rack of my EB5. I'm going to show you that here shortly. And then right here is a 3.5 jack. I'm simply just going to plug that in and I'm ready to go. Now this is ready to feed me what's behind me here, and let me show you where the actual camera is at here. This is where I installed the camera right here. You can see it, and it is on the back rack of my EB5. So it's through that screw right there. It's going to be feeding everything that's behind me, going from this wire down to right here. And as you can see, I didn't use any Velcro or zip ties to keep this down. However, this is just for demonstration purposes. You can make it more permanent on your end. So there's the wire, then it comes up through the bar into the screen right there. So here we are out on the road, and you can see this is what's behind me here. And this is what it looks like on my bike dash right here. So you can see it gives me a really good visual as to what's going on behind me. I can see everything that's going on behind me without having to look back, which is which is priceless, especially when we're riding. So from my personal experience, after initially using this and after having a few months of experience using this camera system right here, I would highly and encourage you all to go ahead and check this out. Look into a system that is good and right for you, for the price point, the performance and feature functionality. It's all there for me. I don't really need anything more than this for the type of rider that I am. I may upgrade later on, and if I do, I will go ahead and definitely keep you all updated. But from me to you, I'm definitely going to give this one a 2 thumbs up and a 5 stars easily, because of the information that it's feeding me real time. It's definitely more of a safety feature than it is more of a luxury. Having a screen that watches our entire back while we're riding, so that we don't have to constantly keep looking back, is everything. At least for me, that's just the type of rider that I am. I guess that's the mind frame that I have upon riding, is again the information that I'm receiving from this screen from behind me is invaluable. So that alone makes this well worth it for me. Now, if I didn't touch base on anything specific throughout this video, or if you have any questions at all, I'm going to highly encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. I also have social medias under the same name as this YouTube channel. I would truly appreciate the support on there as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me and ring that bell, as I will be doing more videos like this for you all. Thank you for tuning in yet again. You have a great day.